So next up we have Nikki Graham. Is she on? There you go. Go ahead, Nikki.
Good morning, or I thought I might have to say good afternoon with the way things are going. But good morning to everybody. I want to introduce some folks that have been able to join us. I believe Sue Trinidad is on the Zoom as well. There she is. And it's no joke that she has a lot of water around her because she's located out in Washington. And then I don't know that Dr. Karin has been able to wait. So she might not. Okay. Sue just shook her head. So she has not been able to stay on with us this morning. But I am here this morning to ask for a letter of support. In my workings with the universities, I've been approached by these two gals out of the University of Washington, and I've had the great opportunity to work with Sue for a couple of years on a project. And they are reaching out to see if we would consider being a site for a project that they are writing a grant for right now. The title of the project is Effects of Guided Reflection on Adolescence Response When Friends Are Threatened. And I provided a couple handouts for you to read and to kind of get a better sense of what the project is really about. This is not a full target on American Indian students. This is a broad approach. And so they've already conducted part of the work in Washington, and that involved African American, Hispanic, Asian, and so forth. So this is not specifically or targeting our tribal people. It is very much focused on the middle school age. I have reached out to Polson Middle School. I spoke with Rodney at Two Eagle yesterday, and off to Sean Hendrickson at St. Ignatius Schools as well. And those conversations just were like an introduction to this and see if in fact there was interest. And so today I'm bringing it to you in the fact that we need a letter of support to submit with the grant, which is due mid-October. And if it was to be funded, if we were lucky enough to score well enough on it, the funding could start for the school year 22-23. If we're unlucky or maybe need some revisions, it might be 23-24. So I would like to open it up if there's any questions about the project, or Sue, if you would like to add a little bit to it, please take that opportunity now.
Okay, the one thing I would just add to Nikki's very kind presentation is that the real focus of the grant is to understand more about how young people respond when a friend is threatened in a school setting. There's been a lot of work in this area, but it is mostly among white kids. And we know that there are differential disciplinary treatment of other children in education systems. And so that's part of what we're wanting to address, is that disparity in disciplinary practice. And just thank you for the opportunity even to present this morning. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions from council? This information was on starting on page 10 through 15 in our packet. I just wanted to say thank you, Susan, for recognizing the disparity of treatment. That's something that we deal with our local public school districts on a regular basis. So if there aren't any questions, I would entertain a motion to approve the letter of support for the research project. Motion by Mike. Second by B. All those in favor? Motion carries unanimous. Thank you for bringing this forward, ladies.
Absolutely. And I'll keep you informed as to what we hear from the funders and so forth, so that you guys are apprised of how the timeline is looking.
Okay, thank you.
Lunch.
Okay, and next up we have a resolution from Tribal Health starting on page 16 in the packet.
Yes, thank you. Brenda, would you begin to present?
Yes, I will. Good morning, Madam Chair and council members. I'd like to request a resolution approving the continuation application for the Special Diabetes Program for Indians grant from IHS. And if you would like, I can screen share that for you. What's on the screen? There you are. So it's a continuation for the amount of 1040808, and it's for primary, secondary, tertiary diabetes prevention. And it's a continuation application because they extended it one extra year because a lot of the diabetes program staff across the nation were pulled away from their diabetes work to work in COVID. And so this is an extension of the grant that we've had. Next year we'll start a new 5-year cycle, and next year will be a competitive new grant application, but this is a continuation application.
I'm wondering if we had ever rescheduled the diabetes report. I know that you provided a report to us. I think it was when Jonathan first came on, and Jonathan said he was going to reschedule it with more information that we had requested.
Happy to do that.
Jonathan, is that something you can schedule for our next Tribal Health Committee meeting?
Yes, we can schedule that. It was scheduled for today. I just need to find out when it will be rescheduled for this month, or it may be next month that we're planning on doing that. I'm not sure.
Okay, Jennifer will work with you on that. Yeah, if we could include that diabetes report, I think it was your work plan, and what exactly our prevention efforts include. So if there aren't any questions from council, I would entertain a motion to approve the resolution. Oh, motion by Anita, second by Bing. All those in favor? Motion carries unanimous. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, next up we have a legal update. Sorry for the delay. We had a good conversation with EPA and Department of State over the Elk River watershed issue, so thank you.
We listened in. Yes, it was a great conversation. I know you have a lot of priorities, so I've rescheduled most of our presentation today. But we do have 2 things to bring to you, a contract and a discussion about COVID. So if we could go into executive session.